Although the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, cannot be discussed in a lecture or two, here we will briefly discuss the main events of his life by dividing it into two periods, the Mecca period and the Madinah period. This lecture covers the Mecca period. The Mecca period is a period of the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, before the migration or hijrat from Mecca to Medina. This period includes the history of conditions of Arab society before his birth, childhood, youth, marriage, prophethood, invitation towards message of Allah, and then hardships as a result of rejection of his invitation. He was born in the era where Arab was full of ignorance. His birth was a beam of huge light in an environment of sheer darkness. Even during his childhood, people were aware of the magnificent attributes of his personality. In his youth, he earned the titles of Sadiq, the truthful one, and Amin, the honest. He married at the age of 25 to a wealthy and noble-charactered lady named Khadija, who was 15 years older than him. He was bestowed with prophethood in the cave of Hira at the age of 40. He then secretly spread the message of Allah to only his near ones. As per the order of Allah, he invited his relatives and presented the message of oneness of Allah and declared his prophethood openly. This opened an unstoppable sequence of hardships for him and his followers. Many people wanted him executed, and his followers were being ruthlessly punished and brutally murdered by non-believers. He was being socially boycotted. Him, his family, and a few companions had to suffer in the valley of Shib Abi Talib for 3 years. After 13 years of declaration of his prophethood and untiring efforts to spread the message of Allah, he could earn only a few believers and companions. So he was commanded by Allah to migrate to Medina, which would be a favorable place for practicing Islam.